1949. So again, one of my favorite things, honestly, is to be able to document pieces and find the original advertisements or illustrations or anything. So it's something that I spend a lot of time looking for. So I was really excited when, I think they're actually from two different catalogs. So one's a cover of a catalog and one's inside a different one. And they were dated from 1949. And I love the description of it. So this dress features roses caught in a fragile web. But really, they're spider webs, right? So, as someone who's always been a bit of a weirdo, that dress has kind of always been on my bucket list because I love anything that's got spider webs or that kind of imagery to it. So I lucked out, and I actually acquired it from a really lovely shop called Mama Loves You Vintage. They're based out of Toronto. They're really wonderful women. So if you're ever in Toronto, definitely stop into their shop. They also sell over Instagram. I just need to give them a shout out. So this is actually also just a really sought after dress. It's become so popular that I think 2 different companies now have started reproducing it. So if you're really into this dress, I don't know the brands, but you can actually look it up, and there's one that actually did like a hooded version. It's really great. I'm almost tempted to buy it because I need 2 of it, obviously. But it was really smart of them because one of these dresses sold on eBay for some staggering price just because of how many people love this aesthetic, but also love the 40s. So again, very, very grateful to have this in my collection. So if you look, I've also kind of styled it. There is like a little dangling spider on the belt I kind of sewed on just for fun. It is actually like a 1940s spider brooch, but it's missing the brooch, so I was like, oh, I might as well just sew it on there. And I've styled it with one of my favorite pairs of shoes I've come across. So if you look, they're really, really high wedges. And those also date from, they could be as early as like 1949, more like the early part of the 1950s. And the style of the wedge, so to have that style was thanks to Salvador Ferragamo, which is really nice. So in the 1930s, he really started coming up with that style, and it became quite popular. I find them a lot easier to walk in, which is nice. So as far as my personal stuff goes, that's always what I kind of go for. I've also styled it with this really wonderful turban-style hat. They were really popular in the 1940s. This one I think was maybe a little bit earlier than the dress, but the color was perfect. I actually lucked out. I've never come across a real one from the 40s until recently. And I actually found one in black about a week prior at a very different place. And it's the identical hat too, same label, same brand, both found in BC, but very different kind of sources, which was kind of interesting. So I was really excited to actually put a whole look together with it. So I'll let Sarah kind of give you a bit of a tour of the dress. I've also styled it with, again, one of those ridiculous necklaces. It's got leaves and strawberries made out of wood. So they're just barely painted pink. I think they would have been a bolder pink originally, but and then it's got a celluloid chain. So that's the kind of stuff